Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hey, I Have a Face. Me. Wrestling. I am your host and sole commentator for the evening, Fabian Valentine. And folks, we have a wonderful show for you tonight. 2 matches on the card. The first match, a tag team contest, 15-minute time limit between Samsara and Lola being one team against the team of Martini and the returning women's champion, Midnight. Now, for those of you who don't know, Midnight has been out of action since, I believe, February, the end of February, when her and Lola had an absolute, classic match in a barbed wire steel cage. Lola breaking the arm of Midnight, but because it was last women standing rules, still wound up losing because she just wouldn't go for the victory. And Midnight capitalized, plain and simple. And now, with her back from that broken arm, I'd imagine this is the ample time for her to get a measure of revenge. Because, Lola cost her what could have been 2 months of an incredible title reign. Off just what was essentially all stemmed from a match that we will see brand back at the end of the month, where I think Jimmy Sierra was the referee, and he messed up. Oh, look at this, the 2 women trading strikes. Look at that rear waist lock. German suplex, and for a moment there I thought maybe that she would try to go for the trash can there. Trading strikes. Look at that, arm drag. And look at that, a little bit extra by Samsara, but hey, it worked out. Diving Thesz press to break up that submission attempt. I mean, it's nothing else if not innovative. That's for sure. Look at that rear naked choke. Samsara breaking up the pin. Bulldog Martini to Samsara, and now all hell's broken loose. Cartwheeling away. That is extra petty. Let me tell you something. That when someone cartwheels away from you, what else? What else is there to say? No, I apologize if there are any audio. Oh my goodness. I was gonna say, I apologize if there are any audio issues, if I miss certain calls, or if I look like I'm staring off into something that has nothing to do with what's going on right now. It's basically because while commentating, I'm trying to keep my eye on everything in hopes to minimize the hiccups of this transition in format, because I've never really used a face cam before, so I'm not used to recording with it in mind. Oh, look at this. My goodness, this is a fight, plain and simple. Just trying to have a drink of my coffee there. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Currently, Midnight and Lola are kind of posturing to each other. Lola saying, "Forget this," and tagging in Samsara. Okay. Samsara with a thunderous right hook. But Midnight responds in kind with a sort of a super kick-esque thrust kick. But then Samsara responds to that with a gut-wrench suplex, and I gotta tell you something. You want to talk about a woman that's gonna have an advantage in that fatal 4-way at the end of the month? Samsara is the girl that's really I believe it's gonna be a last laugh match, and having the power of Samsara, the dominance, the pure brutality, that's going to be a huge asset in that match. Being able to take the punishment, but hang on a second, Midnight hitting a belly-to-belly to Samsara. That is nothing if not impressive. Tagging in Martini. Look at that, attempting a running clothesline. Oh my gosh. So, folks, Midnight attempt a running clothesline. Samsara responded by hoisting her into the air over her shoulders and then it was countered into a flying armbar. Let me tell you something, like, the wrestling on the show is... Oh my goodness! Well, let me tell you something, if we're able to introduce a women's tag titles, I know who's on my list for that, for one of the teams who are there. Samsara had Martini up in like an electric chair hold, and then Lola hit a running drop kick, and look at that, flipping Martini over the rope onto the apron. A camera has exploded. Folks, a camera has exploded. This is quite the development? I can't think of the word right now. Recliner, countered into a snapmare. Oh, look at that running drop kick by Lola to Martini, and again, all four competitors are fighting in the ring. Now, folks, there's 9 minutes left on the clock for this match, which means if we want a definitive winner here, okay then. Sorry, that was very distracting. Samsara hitting a big boot, sending Martini halfway across the ring. It's fun to watch. Look at this though. Martini diving crossbody from off the trash can, but I don't know if she just didn't see the tag or what, because she went for the wrong woman. And now Samsara is facing off Martini. And look, this is what I'm talking about, the power of Samsara. Martini was attempting a suplex there, and Samsara said, yeah, nice try with that, and turned it into her own fisherman's suplex, dumping her outside of the ring. But then Martini, the eternal underdog, coming back in and German suplexing Samsara over the top rope. Here's the thing, Martini has had, as far as wins and losses, Martini's not been having a good time, that's no secret. But when you talk about someone who you should not underestimate, Martini, I think, is on the top of that list, because you saw that there. Samsara is... Hang on a second. Cameraman, can you stop recording the referee's butt? Stop! Get out of there! Sorry. Very distracting. I don't know what's up with our cameraman. But that actually horribly derailed my train of thought. Oh my goodness, Martini has been repeatedly dumped over that top rope. I wonder what kind of damage that entails for the remaining like 8 minutes of the match. Look at that, dumped over again. I think at this point, Martini desperately needs to tag in her tag team partner, Midnight. I think Midnight's even trying to call for the tag there. Oh! Lolo, it's not a punch you like to see, but hey, it's effective, and there's clear evidence of that. Look at that, Martini sent into the ropes. But interestingly enough, Martini's not going for the tag. I guess that's the other factor of this match too. How much is our egos going to play into this? Because, sure, Midnight and Martini are tag team partners now, but at the end of the month, they're going to be opponents for the Women's Championship. That dragon screw leg whip by Martini to Lola. Now Martini is just staring Lola down. I don't like that strategy. Look at that slick double leg takedown from Lola to Martini, but Martini with an Eminari roll into a knee bar. And this is what I said, never underestimate Martini, but look at that, Samsara with a running knee drop to break it up, and now the Samsara's fighting Midnight in the ring. All pandemonium's broken loose. Pile driver to Lola. And there's still 6.5 minutes on the clock. Anything can happen in that time. It looked like Martini threw something. I don't think she did. Off the ropes. And look at that monkey flip, sending Martini flying. Okay, and now the referee's attacking Samsara with the tombstone. Look at that on top of the trash can. Diving elbow drop. Martini to Lola. And look at that. It was kind of an interesting exchange there, but Lola ending up hitting a double leg that caused the stretcher there to break, I think. Both women are staring each other down. Both women have taken a lot of punishment, but I think Lola should probably tag in Samsara at this point, because, I mean, I don't know how Samsara... Oh my gosh! I don't know how that works on a physics... Oh, look at that! Lola hitting the Lola moonsault after hitting a flying armbar, sending Martini out of the ring, and then Hurricane Rana-ing her back in. I don't know why that was so hard to say. 5 minutes remaining on the clock. You know, kind of a side note here, the wrestling move like the monkey flip, I don't know why more wrestlers don't use that. It's such a cool move, and it's like, even if it is a little goofy looking, like, you can reasonably suspend. Okay, I got some pile driver to Lola. Apologies. But, like, you can realistically, like, it's not a move you need to suspend your disbelief that much, especially when, like just now when it was used earlier in the match, like, it was caught off, like, momentum. So you could kind of go like, oh, they're using their momentum against them. Side headlock. And look at that, laying shots into Lola. I think this is Midnight's attempt at getting revenge. I apologize, but somehow I did not expect to see Martini come crashing out from the other side of the ring. It's like an RKO out of nowhere, but instead of hitting an RKO, you just crashed and burned. Look at this. Just under 4 minutes remaining. Look, oh wow. Look at that move right there. A Hurricane Rana attempt turned into like an electric chair German suplex thing. Man, I hope Martini can like prove herself a little more coming up to the pay-per-view match, I guess. Because she's genuinely had some of my favorite moments in the entire like series, but she keeps losing. It's either losing or like time limit draw. Look at that. Trading some submission attempts there, but Martini breaking it up, and the referee is kind of struggling to get control back of this match. I mean, this is a deeply personal contest for all four of these women. It feels like these women have been fighting for that women's title, I think, since like the beginning of this series, and therefore the beginning of this channel. Pinfall attempt, kick out at 2. Both the legs. Rear waist lock, sending her off the ropes. And just letting her run, I guess. I mean, hey, whatever works, right? Look at that reversal by Martini. That was dope. I think it was an attempted, I think that was a Poison Rana attempt. Editor me will correct it if that wasn't. Turned into a powerbomb. I gotta tell you, of these four women, Martini was not the one I exactly had nailed down as the powerhouse, but let me tell you, that was an impressive move. And Samsara is just being petty there. Punching her against the ropes. Sorry, I'm just distracted by Gojo, the commentator there, just chilling right next to the ring. I'm not entirely sure why, but hang on, folks. We're getting down to 1.5 minutes. This might go to a time limit draw. Kick to the face by Lola. But I mean, this is really just a showcase of what's going to come at the end of the month. You know, the crazy pandemonium here, the crazy moves off the, like, all the weapons and stuff. That's just a small sneak peek of what you will see at the end of May, when these four women face off to unify the women's championships and to finally have an undisputed women's champion. Oh, okay. Ref, can you stop throwing weapons at the competitors, please? As Gojo sits crisscross applesauce, watching me, actually, based on his angle. I mean, you could just come back to the commentary table, man. We miss you. Oh, a belly-to-belly kind of off-screen there, sending Martini out of the ring. I mean, the amount of times Martini has just been flung out of the ring, she must have accrued some frequent flyer miles at this point. We're under 30 seconds left. At this rate, this is going to hit a time limit draw. Kick to the chest there, cartwheeling away. Lola has kind of really liked that maneuver, cartwheeling out of the way of her opponent. Oh my goodness, look at that! And look at that time limit draw. But that was just a sneak peek of what you're going to see at the end of this month when these four women... Okay. When these four women face off at the end of the month. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our main event. #1 contenders match for the tag championship. For the tag team championships. The winner of this match will face the big boys. The Blood Brothers making their entrance, and they will take on Team Incensed. Now, Team Incensed have faced off, I believe, 2 times against the big boys and have come empty-handed both times. I gotta say, this, I think, is their last chance to get a shot at those tag titles. If they fail here or they fail at the pay-per-view, I can't imagine they ever get a chance as long as the big boys are champion. Look at that. Bloody Lee with Frankincense in the electric chair. And look at that, Frankincense hitting a Frankensteiner. I believe that's what that's called. I kind of was drawing a blank there. Tagging in. Ryan Schneider's now the legal man, but I don't think Bloody Lee has noticed that. Now they're staring each other down. Another 15-minute time limit. And hold on, pandemonium is broken loose. All 4 competitors were fighting each other, but it looks like the referee has finally restored order. I think that was a standing head and arm choke. Not really like an orthodox move, but hey, whatever works, right? Whatever works. And hang on a second. Apologies, I was just checking the state of the recordings, but it looks like Bloody Lee was fighting the referee. Spine buster by Ryan Schneider. Yes, my cup has a swear word on it. Like that's Imanari rule by Blood Brother to Ryan Schneider. But if Ryan Schneider taps out from this, it doesn't count, because Blood Brother, as his name is called, is not the legal man. But that's okay. There's 13 minutes left in this match. This could be a great opportunity to weaken one of their opponents the Blood Brothers are trying to do. Look at that, though. Cross arm breaker locked in on Bloody Lee. Ryan Schneider locking that joint, yanking on it, but Blood Brother able to break it up. With a suplex attempt. 3rd time's the charm. Standing vertical suplex on the park bench in the middle of the ring. Look at that, though. Calf slicer. Locked in on Bloody Lee. And Bloody Lee is in pain there. But look at that, broken up, but again reversed. Now, of course, it's no secret that the Team Incensed are 2 very skilled wrestlers with very legitimate pedigree, but the Blood Brothers are skilled wrestlers in their own right. Of course, they're more well known for weapons matches, but both men have their fair share of singles victories. And it looks like the referee trying to remove Frankincense by force. And look at that, Kimura locked in. Switching to full mount, but now Ryan Schneider gets control. Frankincense trying to stop the tag team partner of Bloody Lee. And again, all pandemonium breaking loose. Recliner locked in on Ryan Schneider. Flipping him over. Diving elbow drop, but getting none of it. Both men are staring each other down. 11.5 minutes on the clock. And look at that. Both tag team partners of the two legal competitors get in and get involved. But Ryan Schneider is still just staring down Bloody Lee. Flexing in his face. Now they're trading shots. Flying clothesline by Ryan Schneider. Diving elbow drop. Look at that small package. 1. Kick out at 1. I believe the referee took a little too long getting there to count the pin there. Ryan Schneider staring down Bloody Lee. Both men have been the legal men for quite some time, I think. Oh, never mind. As soon as I was about to speak, look. I'm sorry, did Ryan Schneider just use a Canadian destroyer? That wasn't on my bingo card, but whatever works, right? I find, like, I don't know what to do now that I'm on camera, in the sense of, because this has always been post-commentary, so I don't know what to do with my hands. So that's why they're like, here, thunderous back suplex by Frank Incensed. That's why, like, sometimes my hands go here, sometimes they're here. Frank, oh my goodness. Oh, what the... Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow, what a reversal. Thrust kick by Blood Brother turned into, I believe that was a Romero special. Now they're trading shots. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Frank Screwdriver. I don't know how to give it a wrestling umpire name. If you have a better name, please leave in the comments. Look at that. Bloody Lee taking Frank Incensed over the top rope. And I think he may have careened into that park bench. And he tried to hit a clothesline, but Frank Incensed got out of the way. Now Incensed and Bloody Lee. Bloody Lee has taken a lot of damage too. The Blood Brothers have not been faring all that well in this tag team match. I mean, I think with Team Incensed, it might be easy to underestimate them based on their struggles against the big boys, the tag team champions. But as we're seeing here, like, they are a very Death Valley Driver by Bloody Lee to Frank Incensed. Team Incensed is a very skilled tag team in their own right. It's just the big boys are the big boys. They're champions for a reason. Drop kick by Frank Incensed to Bloody Lee. Oh, I was gonna say, kicks in the face, but again, the cameraman's not doing a great job. Look at that, Frank Incensed looking to do something, having the two legs. Look at that, Boston Crab locked in, but Bloody Lee able to escape early, which I think is important with a move like a Boston Crab. Oh my gosh! Frank Incensed lifting Bloody Lee over his head and dropping him onto the back end of a park bench. And then look at this recliner! Oh, but Bloody Lee able to escape. I was gonna say, a recliner is a move that Frank Incensed has helped really put on the map. I mean, I refer to it as the recliner because of him. But it was escaped without too much issue. Now look at this north-south choke. Keeps flipping and keeps reversing, but that finally ended by a rope break. We're nearing the 7.5 minute mark in this contest. Remember, the winner of this match will take on the big boys, but if it gets to a time limit draw, the big boys get to choose their opponent. And if I'm the big boys, I'm choosing the Blood Brothers because they have been having a really hard time against Team Incensed. So I'm thinking, hey, they're the weaker team. Let's have an easy night. And look at that, the cameraman failing to capture the fight on the outside. I believe Frank Incensed has Bloody Lee trapped in I believe that's a That's a chokehold. And Bloody Lee's trying to tap out, but they're on the outside of the ring. Submissions and pinfalls don't count there. Bloody Lee has to try and get out of that somehow. And I tell you something, brother, maybe this is Frank Incensed's way of making up for his blunder in their last tag team match for the belt. Look at this. Oh my gosh, Frank! Frank Driver, I think's what it was called. Let me tell you something, like, I believe that's the second one that Bloody Lee has been hit by. Like, that's going to leave a lasting effect. And look at that. Bloody Lee trying to tap out again, but it doesn't matter. That head, that neck has taken so much damage. And I think you get him in the ring. I don't think it's going to take much to hit him away. Unless Blood Brother can get the tag, but I don't know if Blood Brother's faring much better. And that belly-to-belly takedown. Thunderous clothesline. But I think the damage has been done to Bloody Lee. I mean, he was in multiple submissions for a very long time. But yeah, folks, I apologize if there's any audio issues. Again, as I said, I'm not used to using a camera. I'll do my best to minimize them as much as I can. But yeah. Look at that. Team Incensed were just posing together a moment ago. Talk about mind games. And it's obvious that they don't feel all that threatened by the Blood Brothers, but folks, there's only 5 minutes left on the clock. They need to make sure that their arrogance doesn't cost them. Look at that. Ryan Schneider tossing. Oh my gosh! So Ryan Schneider tossed Bloody Lee off over the ropes to the floor. And Ryan Schneider, I think, was about to hit a diving move from the top rope to the ground, but then Bloody Lee's tag team partner, his brother, his blood brother, knocking him off the top rope to the floor. Both men have taken tremendous punishments. Oh my gosh, where Ryan Schneider just throws him again. He's just going to try it again, and this time I think he hit it. A diving elbow from the top rope to the floor. And look at that now, Ryan Schneider smothering Bloody Lee. But the count is active. Ryan Schneider at a 4, Bloody Lee at a 3. They need to get back in the ring. Diving elbow. Ref counting both men at 6. Will this end in a double count out? Count of 7. Bloody Lee's in the ring. And now Ryan Schneider is back in the ring. This match is alive. And look at that. Bloody Lee, I believe, has been slammed onto that guitar a few times there. There's only 3 minutes on the clock, though. This is tense. Because if neither man wins, it's essentially the person that gets the tag team title match. It's up to the big boys. It's up to the champions. Drop kick to Blood Brother there. Bloody Lee, I think, is nearing, almost passed out there, I think. And Ryan Schneider looking at both Blood Brothers, how exhausted they are, how much damage they've taken. I think Team Incensed really believes that they are in line for another title match. But they have to get a victory to secure that. I think the Blood Brothers probably could have gotten that victory a lot earlier, but they've been messing around too much. Drop kick to Bloody Lee. And now we are officially at 2 minutes left on the clock. Can one of these teams get a victory, or will it be up to the big boys to decide who gets the tag team title match. German suplex by Bloody Lee, going for the pin. 2. Almost a 3 count. 1, 2. Almost a 3 count. Some of y'all might think that was silly for Schneider to even attempt, but the Blood Brothers have taken so much damage, Bloody Lee in particular. Oh, knocked out of the ring, that's not good. But they've taken so much damage that, hey, you might as well attempt it. At this point, I think they're just one big move away from being KO'd. Blood Brother tagged in. Trading shots, drop kick to the head. Look at this recliner. Able to get out. We have 1 minute left. One of these teams needs to secure a victory. Smothering Schneider. Someone's playing guitar. Oh my gosh, clothesline sending him through the park bench too. 3, we have number 1 contenders, Team Incensed, getting one last shot at the Tag Team Championships. But props to both men, that was an incredible contest. Anyway folks, that's going to do it here for this one. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe for more. Until next time, this is Valentine, signing off.